I sent 4 anonymous emails to HR, to our director, and to 2 clients, all claiming my coworker Dana was falsifying her project reports. Some of it was true, most of it wasn't, and she almost lost everything. So before you decide what kind of person I am, and I can already see you making that face, just hear me out. Dana and I started at the company the same week. Same role, same team, same salary. And for 2 years we were actually close. We'd grab lunch every day, cover for each other when we're late close. And then the Halcyon account came up. A promotion was attached to it. One of us was going to lead it. And Dana went to Marcus, our director, and told him I'd missed a client deadline on the Briar project, which was technically true. But what she left out was that I missed it because she asked me to pull her numbers first. I have the Slack message. I have the timestamp. She used me as her alibi for her own delay, and then she handed me to Marcus like a gift.
Oh, we're starting with Briar? Okay, cool. Tell them what Marcus said when he pulled us both in. Go ahead, tell them.
He said we both dropped the ball, which fine, that's fair, but Dana came out of that meeting and got Halcyon anyway. While I got put on the internal metrics review, which is basically corporate timeout, and I sat with that. For 3 months, I remained in it.
You sat with it and then you sent an email to HR calling me a fraud on a Tuesday at 11:47 p.m. from a Gmail account you made that same night. Concerned colleague, that's what you signed it. Concerned colleague.
I didn't okay, yes, I sent the email, but the things I wrote weren't just made up out of nowhere. Dana had been padding her completion percentages on the Halcyon status reports. I saw her do it. She'd mark a deliverable at 80% when it was sitting at maybe 50. I had screenshots. I still have them.
You had screenshots of a reporting method that Marcus approved. That Marcus told me to use because the client wanted optimistic projections, not actuals. But sure, tell HR it's fraud. And then tell 2 clients too, the same thing. So now I'm walking into meetings where people are looking at me like I'm a liar before I open my mouth.
I didn't think the client emails would.
You didn't think right because concerned colleague definitely didn't think through what happens when a client gets an anonymous email about the person managing their account. I got pulled off Halcyon. Do you understand that? Pulled off a project I built from the pitch deck.
And I felt terrible when that happened. I want to be clear about that. That wasn't the goal. The goal was for someone to look into it to see that she wasn't being straight with the numbers and to maybe, I don't know, level the field a little. I wasn't trying to blow up her career.
Level the field, that's adorable. You sent 4 emails over 6 weeks. 4, you escalated. That's not someone who felt bad, that's a campaign.
Okay, so the fourth email, I know how it looks. But by that point, HR had done their little review and basically cleared her, and nothing changed, and I was still sitting in metrics purgatory, and yeah, fine. I sent a fourth one, to Marcus directly. And I may have implied that Dana had been discussing client data with someone outside the company.
You implied I was leaking confidential information to our director, which triggered a compliance review, which put a formal note in my HR file, which I found out about when I applied for a senior role at a different company and had to explain why there was an open ethics flag on my record. You cost me a job offer, a real one, not a maybe.
I didn't know the flag would follow you. I genuinely did not know that's how compliance reviews worked. And look, I know that sounds like an excuse, but I wasn't trying to chase you out of the industry. I was angry. I was really angry, Dana. You used me to get ahead and then acted like nothing happened, like we were still friends. You came to my birthday thing in October. You brought wine.
I brought wine in October. You sent the fourth email in November. You smiled at me, took the wine, and then 1 month later told our director I was a spy. That's not anger, that's unhinged.
I wasn't pretending in October. I hadn't decided anything yet in October. The fourth email came later because the HR review came back and it felt like a door closing on something I'd never even got to open. And yes, you were there smiling and pouring drinks, and I kept thinking about that Slack message. The one you never mentioned to Marcus. The one that would have changed the whole Briar story.
So you decided to blow up my career instead of just, I don't know, showing Marcus the Slack message? You had it. You said you still have it. Why didn't you just show him?
Because by the time I thought of that, I'd already sent the first email. And once you do something like that, once you go anonymous, you can't exactly walk in the next day and hand over evidence with your name on it. You're already in it. You're already the person who did it. And I didn't know how to be that person out loud.
So let me make sure I understand. You couldn't come forward because it would expose what you'd already done, so you just kept going to protect yourself from the fallout of the thing you were doing.
When you say it like that,
I'm saying it exactly like that because that's exactly what it was. And the wild part, I still don't know for sure it was you. HR said the emails came from an anonymous account. I can't prove it. Marcus won't tell me, but I know it was you. I've known since January, and you've never once said it to my face.
I'm saying it now.
To the internet, you're saying it to the internet, not to me.
She's not wrong about that. I don't know if I'll ever say it to her face. And I don't know if the Slack message makes what I did okay, or if she would have done the same thing to me given the chance, or if any of that actually matters anymore. What I know is that I watched someone almost lose a career, a job offer, a record she'll have to explain for years, and I'm the reason. And I also know that she is not telling you everything about what she did to get there either. Both of those things are true. I'll let you figure out what to do with that. What would you have done? Tell me in the comments. And if you know someone sitting on something like this, send it to them. New confession dropping soon. Don't miss it.